Please be ready for dictation of 2 passages. 5 seconds. Start. We live in a world where we are surrounded by constantly streaming images and voices of negative and rarely positive incidents. The constantly changing reality around us, the political scenario, the economic reforms, the communal tension, the climate change, apart from personal setbacks and tragedies, creates a depressing atmosphere, and thus we are unable to remain in a happy and cheerful mood. Now the question arises, what exactly is happiness? To some, happiness is the state of mind where person is fully satisfied with respect to his needs and desires, while to some others, happiness is when the things are happening according to their whims. Thus, they depend upon circumstances which will make them happy or sad. For instance, the new car, the diamond ring, or a cute and trendy outfit makes a person happy. Indeed, it will be short-lived and will leave him longing for the next high. As of now, the new car's color fades, the diamond collects dust, the outfit becomes outdated, the happiness is lost. After then, the new desires crop up, and as we know that a person's desires are unlimited and rarely all the desires are fulfilled, thus making a person distressed as and when any of the desire is not fulfilled. This emphasizes upon the fact that fulfillment of a person's desires decide the person's happiness. True happiness is thus what we call long-lasting, well-being state of mind, and which never fades away. To attain true happiness in our life, have positive thoughts, meditate, accept situations as it is, and stop worrying. In India, the coconut sector plays a vital role in poverty alleviation and employment generation, especially among the weaker sections of the society. The industry provides livelihood to about more than 10 million farm families. Among the major coconut growing states in India, Kerala has the longest history of coconut cultivation. Other major coconut growing states are Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. These 4 states together account for about 90% of the coconut production in India. The share of Kerala alone comes to about 45%. Kerala's economy is dependent on coconut to a significant extent. Nearly 15% of the state's annual income is derived from the coconut sector. Among the traditional coconut-based industries, maximum labor potential exists in coir industry. Coir, the versatile fiber, besides providing employment to a large number of women, earns foreign exchange of more than 30 crores annually by export of various coir products. The different stages of coir processing like retting, defibering, spinning, and packing are mostly labor intensive. In Kerala, around 4 lakhs people are employed in coir industry, of which nearly 80% are women workers. Copra making is another coconut-based traditional industry in Kerala. It is a labor-oriented small-scale industry. Most of the copra making units are adopting traditional methods of copra processing. There are about 12,000 copra making units in India spread over the southern states, of which about 2/3 are concentrated in Kerala alone. Coconut oil extraction industry, or simply coconut oil industry, is another major traditional component of the coconut sector. The prices of raw coconuts and copra in Kerala are determined mainly by the demand for coconut oil. Today, tapping is yet another traditional area where lakhs of Keralites are employed. It is also a labor-intensive coconut-based industry. Thus, coconut sector is the economic lifeline of the southern states, especially Kerala. Stop.